And when he looked at the film yesterday with his players, he had to see that quick start by San Antonio. Everyone talking about the 87% that the Spurs shot in the first quarter, the 76% they shot in the first half. It's unlikely you'll see that again tonight. And another thing that he don't want to see is Kawhi Leonard go off the way he did the other night, a guy not known for scoring 29 points. It was just one of those nights where the Spurs did it all. So the last couple of days, what did the Heat do? They had to study the film, figure it out, and the Heat coach Eric Spoelstra hopes his team has done just that.
We had a good prep day. I think all those emotions are good. I have no problem with that for a day. If you have 2 days in between, I don't mind that lingering into that next day. If you're not a competitor, you don't have those feelings. But when you're spitting fire, I think that's fine.
There is nothing like the raw energy inside the American Airlines Arena during an NBA Finals game.
And a foul.
Anyone will tell you a home court advantage is big because of the fans. And while last Tuesday's game didn't pan out, the Heat are hoping their fans will be on their game too.
The fans came in with a lot of energy in Game 3. Any message to them for Game 4?
Oh, we love it. Bring it again.
They'll continue to be behind us. They'll continue to cheer us on. But, you know, we got to go out there and get the job done. When we step out on the floor, you know, we got to bring it. And the fans will get behind us and they'll encourage us and they'll do their part. But, you know, we got to do our jobs on the floor first.
One thing is for sure, the team is not blaming the Heat Nation for the Game 3 loss.
It's all on us. They've been great. So I think for us, we have to do our job.
But they admit fired-up Heat fans can make a difference in a player's mindset.
I think it all starts with us as a team, us on the floor. We have to go out there and get the energy and the effort, and the fans will be right behind us. Like you said, it does give us that extra boost and get us going.
And I think the faces on the Heat players said it all. This is a prideful team, a team that's used to coming out at home and winning and playing well. They had done that in every home game this postseason, but that came to an end thanks to the Spurs' hot shooting, in particular in the first half where they just went nuts. 76% shooting in that first half. That was an NBA Finals record, so Miami had to get back to work over the last couple of days to figure it out. But it's interesting to hear from Chris Bosh this morning at Shoot-Around talk about the one area they really need to focus on tonight, and that is effort.
As far as our effort was concerned, it was lacking, and we owe it to ourselves and the organization to play better basketball, and we're going to have to if we want to beat this team. So we're in the script has been flipped. They're back in the driver's seat, and we're going to have to give a lot of effort if we want to make it a series.
Let them have it. 2 hours they had to rewatch Game 3 of these NBA Finals, and you can imagine it was absolutely brutal. We caught up with Rashard Lewis earlier today about this whole thing, and he said there wasn't a whole lot of talking going on during film session.
Really wasn't too much talking. It's more disgusting than anything, especially we watched the whole first quarter. To watch them just pretty much slice through our defense the way they did was unacceptable, and struggled a little bit on the offensive end, but we tried to get back into the game, but I don't think we played as well as we should have, especially turning the ball over 20 times.
Yes, it's a must-win. We cannot go to San Antonio down 3-1. That is out of the question. So, yes, it is a must-win.
The Miami Heat know what's at stake tonight.
Must-win to us. Don't want to go back to San Antonio being down, obviously 3-1.
The players sounding like a broken record at Shoot-Around today, but it's San Antonio's breaking records in Game 3 that really got the Heat's attention. The Spurs shooting a finals record 76% from the field in the first half, jumping out to a lead that the Heat simply could not overcome.
As far as our effort was concerned, it was lacking, and we owe it to ourselves and the organization to play better basketball, and we're going to have to if we want to beat this team.
On Wednesday, the Heat had a 2-hour film session going over mistake after mistake, and they feel the experience, while painful, has them more than prepared for tonight.
It's one thing when you have mistakes that you can't correct, and it's another thing where you have mistakes that are easily corrected.
That would be an absolute waste of thought and energy if we're thinking ahead or thinking in the past. All we're thinking about, this is a great opportunity tonight at home. And what do we need to do to get the job done?